Okay, hello everyone. So, we're going to play some Grid. Let me just see that the game actually gets recognized by OBS, which seems to always be a problem. Here we go. But yeah, I couldn't actually stream yesterday because of multiple reasons. But, you know, you get the stream today for that. I'd like you to not make that noise cable. That would be really, really nice.
Driving for other teams is a great way to earn money quickly. You get a fixed
Yada yada yada. Let me put on the music. Don't know if this is too loud. I will see in a bit. And let it play a bit and see what it does on the speakers, but so far it seems okay. Yeah, seems okay on the sound. It's actually I'm a bit too loud again, even though I've already tried making that a bit better, so I don't peak all the time. So let's see. Yeah, this seems okay, so I shouldn't be peaking as much now. It's one of those things I never quite got with this microphone. It's not quite as consistent as I'd like it to be, because it just kind of seems to randomly decide how loud it wants to be. Anyway, we have more race events to do. I don't know how many seasons I will do today. I will try to, but that depends on how well I'm feeling after an hour or so. So we have one endurance and we have a second endurance. Okay. Oh, we're going to finish European first, so here we go. Get into our DB9 and start the first race. Because why not? Game crashed. That's why not. Okay. Time to restart the game. Grid. Always a great game. Let's go for the intermission, because I actually have an intermission screen for when everything breaks again. But game should be recognized by OBS anytime soon. There we go. The constantly just breaking game. Good road. Race events. LMP. No, it's actually this is GT1 endurance. Yeah, it's not endurance, these are just normal races as far as I know. Hello Smose. Smose? Smo? I don't know how to pronounce your name, but anyway, hello. Don't worry about the music, by the way, it's just this game has like no music and it's really annoying me. So I just put on my own music. But it's been a while since I played Grid. After streaming flat out for some of the streams, this does not feel right. Yep, this feels much worse. Need to get used to this again. It could have been. I heard that it was recently free again, or at least really heavily discounted. Probably because they recently announced that they are basically restarting the series again. Which I'm a bit torn about. I don't know. It seems like they are again reusing a lot of stuff they made for Grid Autosport. And actually also Grid 2, from the looks of it. But we'll have to see. Maybe it's good. I mean, it's Codemaster, so it's at best a good game, and at worst it's an average racing game. Like, when they fail, they don't usually fail in a large sense in that. They usually just make an average game at that point. Well, it's going to be 60 euros, so I'm not going to buy it when it comes out. Last lap. And we should be first in class, so that is already nice. It's a nice start. I can see that my colleague isn't in second place though, so that's going to be a really great race. And that's the first place GT1 class. Yep, first place GT1 class. Time to do this 2 or 3 more times. Also, I didn't actually check where my co-driver went, but probably not very far. Spa, there we go. I gotta love that launch on the Aston Martin. You can actually out-launch LMP2s in front of you. But Spa has a lot of straights, so I'm not going to be able to keep it in front of the LMP2s, I think. What? Oh, god damn it. Get him in front so that he doesn't just kill me outright. How am I outspeeding an LMP2? I'm in a GT1. I should not be outspeeding an LMP2 on the straight. Ooh, he just shot right away. Just in front. He's... LMP2s don't take prisoners with that. It's only 2 laps as well. 2 laps on Spa, that's not much. Come on. Ah, this sensitive steering is... it's so weird after some time, having to actually play a game with really sensitive steering again. Because flat out steering is a lot less sensitive than this. And really sensitive steering is not a good thing for a game with these physics. The LMP2 behind me must be pretty slow. Yeah, he's not going the fastest he could, is he? I would not want to be the driver in real life that gets this LMP2 car stuck behind the GT1 car that technically outspeeds him right now. Again, with a bit of fine driving, you can actually just completely outspeed the entirety of the LMP2 class. Because that's just kinda how this game works. But yeah, we outsped one of the LMP2s. And it's actually a 1-2 finish for the GT1 class. Donington, there we go. God, the launch on this thing, it's insane. Actually, I'm just wondering, what is the actual end goal of Grid in that sense? Like, it's a career mode, so I get that most likely it's just finish every single event. But most of the time they have like an end before you have done that, so that you don't need to do everything. Because, Jesus, I do not want to do the drift events. It seems to currently have its goal at like getting 100... No, it's not 100,000 or something, it's 1 million global respect or something. So maybe that's when the last event or something starts, I don't know. It's a bit lonely up here. I don't know, this Aston Martin may have been the completely overpowered choice. I mean, it's just doing massively easy work out of every single race right now. Oh, and what's our overall standing? That is 20 points, which should be the best of the GT1s. So that's a team win bonus as well. Even if Gavin failed miserably. Yep, team win bonus. It's not much, but it's a bit. Oh, why not? Erland, Lunati, and K&N. Team sponsors, let's check them out. K&N! Okay, we can do that. So what's our lowest current one? That's Graham, so K&N, welcome aboard. 16,500, Lunati. Nope, these are the best paying ones we have. Race events. Touring cars, Raven West vs MRT, price 1.5 million. Istanbul Park touring cars in BMWs. Well, it's not the hardest head-to-head I've ever had in this game. It's a bit of a slight heavy car though. Hello, great fun. This is a good start. Same slide on the same corner, god damn it. But how are you doing? Actually, though it's not been a pretty boring day today, because of course there was Europe elections, but no. It's politics. Politics are boring. There we go. That's the second head-to-head battle we had. And I've won it by like 20 milliseconds. Okay. Oh, a new graphics card. I didn't actually know you got a new graphics card. What card did you get? Well, either that or I forgot that you got a new graphics card. It's one of the two. Ooh, suggestions for flashy games to test it on. The obvious joke answer is Crysis, but flashy games. Metro. Metro is always good. Like if you could get, what's it called again? Last Light or something. And here we go, LMP2s. Now I get to be in the cricket car. Oh, it's a 1080. Oh, nice. I'm trying to think, but like many games these days are so, how do you say it, like optimized that like a 1080 won't even be like bothered by stuff like Battlefield 5. God damn it, Gavin! God damn it, Gavin! Out of my way, you Scottish prick! Jesus, and this car just doesn't steal. Why does this car not steal? Yeah, there's a huge jump between like a 1060 and a 1080. It's weird. It's one of those things where Nvidia is a bit weird. Oh god, it does not like braking before a corner. Yeah, if you played a lot of games at like 60, 30 feels like you're just broken in a way. Like your eyes have ceased to work. That's why I'm so glad that a lot of like old games consoles ran at 60 FPS, even though most of the time it was still pretty choppy, because at least sometimes you still feel like you're playing a modern game on those. Compared to the weirdness that I experienced when I actually tried to play Demon's Souls on the PlayStation 3 the other day. That was unplayable. Not just because Demon's Souls was technically a crap game, but also because it was 30 FPS locked. Ugh. I believe I'm now in the LMP1 field. I should not be here, but I am now here. Yeah, I believe that's an LMP1. As I believe this is an endurance event. Something about this feels very wrong. Oh, god damn it. This is not part of the plan. That's better. That was also not part of the plan. Losing all steering really wasn't ever part of the plan. It does not like that corner one bit. It does not like that corner. Stop doing that, car. Just turn. In fuck's sake. There's a steering wheel attached to this, isn't there? It's not just weight shifting. What the hell? What just happened there, game? Second place, which technically means I think first place in class. Yep. Hey, Gavin was second in class. Nice. Which means somehow the team that has LMP2s made it onto second place in overall standings, even though that shouldn't technically be possible. Oh, Nürburgring. Why do you throw tracks at me that have lots of corners in a car that very apparently can't do corners? It doesn't even launch great, so what the hell is the point of this car? One turn. Barely turns. It takes so much concentration to drive this thing. It's stupid. I wish I would have taken the other car. Maybe that would actually have steering. I still don't quite get why they're now remaking or remastering, restarting, re-whatevering the series. I guess I just kind of want to get some of the touring car fans back, but honestly, if it isn't exactly like this game with its team building and everything, I don't quite see the point. And hopefully an improved handling model, because this is not nice handling. Playing it still, because at this point I've started so many game series and then just stopped them. Grid is getting a something. it's a new part basically. It comes out in September this year, and so far it actually looks fairly bad, but it's a racing game. We'll have to see. Racing games don't really go on their graphics but more on their handling. It's one of those things where you have to think about the fact that it's Codemasters. And Cody has a bit of a weird streak with racing games. I wouldn't exactly call it schizophrenic, because that would imply there would be a side that is consistently good and one that is consistently bad, but I don't know. They seem to have weird concepts about what constitutes a good game sometimes. The worst insult is that it looks like it reuses more parts of the older Grid titles, but they still want to sell it for like 60 euros. Here's the thing, I don't actually know when the last Grid title released, but it was some time ago, so some years passed since Grid. I think it was Autosport at that point released. But it was also one of the typical Codemasters things of, if it isn't in need, like in dire need of a graphical update, we'll just update the textures and reuse it. Oh, there's that point to be thought about, like, is it going to be like Dirt, and it's just going to be the same stages in the same cars, just upgraded a bit? Or is it actually going to be some work in that game, which, to be frank, is less likely with Codemasters, but we'll have to see. Well, there's 3 ways to do a racing game sequel. Oh, and thank you for the host. But there's like 3 ways. You stagnate, which was your, like, basically Need for Speed for quite a while, like basically just the same game over and over, which was, I think, like the first 3 games were essentially just mostly the same game but with handling changes and upgraded graphics. Then you have the complete bonkers way, which is late Need for Speed, which is just every game is totally different, and why would you want consistency? And then there's trying to strike a middle ground, which honestly not many racing games have done ever. Toka Race Driver comes to mind, which this is technically a spiritual successor of, but that's a big technically. It's barely in touring car driving it is, for one thing. And it has like 2 touring cars or something stupid. Yeah, Codemasters is really we make the same game over and over with handling changes and a bit of a graphical update. And in terms of Formula 1, that just means that they also changed the rules a bit. Not much, because Formula 1 stagnates like hell, but what will you do? It's a tradition-ridden racing genre, and there's not going to be much happening in that. I didn't even watch Formula 1 today, at least not a lot of it, because today was the day of the worst circuit they have overall. And I get that Monaco is like a tradition-filled thing and that it's just kinda in there because it was one of the really old tracks and all that, but who honestly likes Monaco except to look at it because it's a nice looking track? It's shit to drive on. The race to watch on there is also kinda crap because you can't really overtake anywhere. It's a disappointing circuit with a lot of history. It has the same problems I have with like tracks like Mount Panorama, which I can't call by its other name because how the hell am I supposed to know how to pronounce Buff first or whatever it's called? But like, if it's a city circuit or something made on a public street, it's most likely going to be too tight for overtaking and everything. Especially when we consider that racing cars are actually somewhat massive. They're really light, but they are also massive cars. So it's not all that great to do them on just a normal street. This Monaco is even worse because there's a lot of elevation included, and elevation is really bad for overtaking. But damn it, AI. Stop trying to overtake while I'm talking about overtaking. Although I was disappointed that this time there wasn't just a massive in-the-wall crash before the tunnel. It's kinda a tradition to have that crash, but apparently it didn't happen this time. Damn it, caught the grass there. what was the goal I said before? It was getting an LMP1 car and competing with that. That's the 24 hours of Le Mans. So I guess that's still the target. Getting those, I think, around 15 million to get an LMP1 car. With the secondary goal of getting 1 million global respect or reputation. Which seems to be the one that we are going to get first. That's a lot of money. Hella, Stilo, and Yokohama, okay. And we are not yet at the 24 hours of Le Mans for this season. Holy shit, Yokohama! Okay, yep, we are taking that. We are taking that so hard. That is a lot of money. That's 80,000 because it pays double as a main sponsor. Tito and Hella. Oh no, game didn't crash. For a second it seemed like it would crash, but it didn't. Race events. Oh no, we then unlock global. Right. So 1 million gives us global. Ooh, LMP1 is actually a bit cheaper than I thought. Yeah, we can actually buy a Judd or a Courage. Now the thing is, we don't know if we can actually use the car that I'm going to buy here in the 24 hours or more, because that seems to have slightly different rules on what cars can compete. I'll refrain from that until I can see what we have to buy in the actual 24 hours of Le Mans. We're gonna have to have a short intermission as well. I think some of the food I ate doesn't sit too well. Intermission. So I'll be back in a few minutes, hopefully.
人なんて呼べなくても形なんて気にしない街中を敵に回す覚悟で命燃えているんじゃない体も心もぶつかり合って鼓動の破裂を繰り返したい激しく優しく愛す力誰よりもきらめいて体も心もぶつかり合って鼓動の破裂を繰り返したい激しく優しく愛する力誰よりもきらめいてもしも明日になって世界だけ散ってしまっても気になるのはやっぱりもっと小さな出来事私のことを思ってる次々と振りをついた言葉にうろたえてしまいそうで片先指先触れ合うままに夢見て恋して生きてる力たくましく片先指先触れ合うままに女の胸なら飾りじゃなくて夢見て恋して生きてる力誰よりも
Oh, that was nice, but anyway, I am back now. There's a small pause because I gotta rethink my recipes a bit, I think. Okay. I think we can return to the stream. So, F3, because why not? Thank you for your input. A small bottle of nasal spray. Long Beach. Somewhere I haven't driven in a while. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Why are they stopping at the weirdest points? God damn it! God damn it, AI. The first time I've been killed on that corner either, I think. Whoops. Stop drifting. Do not need to drift. Especially not in an open wheeler like this. Oh, I lost quite a bit of my car, I think. It's just weight shedding. We didn't need those parts anyway. See? We're fine. Who needs a wing and the engine cover? Nobody. Long Beach again, so I assume we're now going in reverse. Or is this just a slightly different version? It's a different version, and I did not see that coming at all. God damn it! Stop being so slow, AI. Especially you, Gavin. What is the AI doing here? This is a top speed zone. They just kinda go halfway on the throttle. Thanks. Yeah, thanks. Okay, that was totally needed. God damn it. God damn it, Gavin! Fucking Gavin. Fucking AI. What is going on with the AI today? I hope I did actually unmute myself, because I also tend to forget that. But I did. Why are these open wheelers always so drifty? Got a massive bloody wing. Couldn't they at least put some downforce into these cars? Okay. Is there a third race to this, or is this all there is? Because Lost Beach 2 times in a row is already a bit boring. I actually need to drink something. Good job, Gavin, you failed at everything. And there's a third race. And it's again Long Beach. Yep. Why is it 3 times Long Beach? Now this looks like a reverse version. Yep, it's a reverse version. AI, you're just beautifully slow at some points, aren't you? Like this, you know, just beautifully slow and right in my way. Gavin! God damn it, Gavin! Gavin! Oh, okay. I swear to God, I'm going to hate the name Gavin forever after this game. Damn it. Well, it's only minor damage. Visually, it's not minor damage, but it's minor damage technically. It's just a bit of steering damage and a bit of suspension damage. Not like this guy has much of a suspension anyway. At least in this game's terms. There we go. Oh no, actually, this is a bit longer still, but we're basically done. Just speaks to the fact that everything looks kind of the same on Long Island, or Long Beach, or whatever it's now called. Now called. I'm mixing German and English again. Damn it. I suppose Steeler wants me to not get any damage, which is why I'm just constantly feigning them. Police! Recaro. And Samsung. I have a feeling looking at these is not going to be worth it, because we are also most likely just going to be crashing again. Yes, steal once without damage. I can get Samsung on that. Oh, it didn't crash 3 times in a row trying to access the sponsors. Okay, that's Season 7 done then. So, I want to join in on LMP1. We can do that with basically every car we just had in our selection. Okay, that is nice. We will take... I would love to take the R10, but I can't afford it. I'm 1.5 short. I could do one more season in one of the cars I have, then get the Audi. Because the Audi is very obviously the best car in this class. Yeah, we're going to go with LMP2, we're going to get the prize money, and then we're going to buy an R10. Oh Jesus, what the fuck game. Yes, we start the race. Well, that was a different launch. I hear a faint, really annoying beeping or something, or like screeching behind me. The turbocharger and that car behind me is annoying. Oh no, it's a turbocharger and the car in front of me. I want to know why this car has such bad steering. It certainly isn't making up for it with like speed or anything. It's barely keeping up with the car in front. Oh, come on, game. It's an almost sensibly controlling car by grid standards, which isn't good. You because by grid standards, everything you want to have that is quick slides. And if it doesn't slide, it's not quick enough. It's a bit close. A bit aggressive and a bit close. See, that's a corner I can't take at that speed with this car. But they can. And I don't know why. I don't know why I haven't unlocked the secret to steering this damn thing yet. Can I not be double teamed? Especially if one of those is my teammate. That would be nice. Like, really nice. Damn it. I can still hear that humming of that engine behind me. Oh, that was bad. Oh, that was bad. That was bad on my side. Oh god, that's going to be an unfortunate way of setting me back. Okay, at least it's Gavin behind me, but still, he's going to fuck up in some way, isn't he? Please don't ram me in the side while I try to take this corner. Oh, instead he went into the person that is constantly just being really dickish about everything. Hey, perfect. Good job, Gavin. Gavin! God damn it, Gavin. Not much to go, thankfully. Driving this car is legitimately taxing. Just because it's so bad at corners. God damn it, game! I just lost all control after that point. I just kind of froze for a second. Oh. Oh, come on. What the fuck, game? Oh, come on. AI piece of crap. What was that about, game? And I can't even reset that because I don't have any returns yet anymore. You only get 3 per race and I used all of them. Game, what the hell? My car isn't even damaged. I'm just losing steering all the time. I just need a few more places. I only have a minute to get some places back. Problem is, this is mostly straights, which means basically no chance of actually gaining any time. Come on. Nope. Ah, damn it. That stupid game freeze. Like, for a second my game froze, I lost all control. That cost me my last return. Well, at least Gavin took first place. Yeah, that's the first time in quite some time that I failed all my sponsor stuff. And he gets the full amount. I didn't even give him much respect from that. Okay, that was Season 7. I'm going to do one more event because I'm feeling not all that great. Got some stomach problems, but we'll do one more event. Because I know now that we can just get the R10 now. We are going to buy the R10. Yes, buy the car new. Time for a really quick car. Sonic turn. Oh, Gavin, what the fuck? What the fuck was that about Gavin? And look at that, Gavin, it's just usual, and Gavin just punts me out. God damn it, Gavin. Speed of impact 96 kilometers, force of impact 33.94 Gs, total damage 87%. Fucking Gavin. He's on a high from winning, like, Le Mans just now in the LMP2 class. Now he's just trying to kill me so he can take over the team. This is weirdly easier to drive, but it's also a bit more skittish. Okay, it's quicker and it's better to steer. I'm not going to complain too much. What's the cockpit feel like? Really squished. Ah, goddammit. Didn't break. Properly, at least. So... it doesn't matter. In this game, cutting is not really a thing. No damage. Doesn't matter because we don't have a sponsor that wants no damage. Also, yes, every time you start an endurance race, it explains to you how it works. Which, you know, doesn't make much sense at this point anymore, considering this is already the second race in just this series. And very certainly not our first endurance race. Well, in endurance race, more just class-based race, but they call the mode endurance, so kinda can't help it but call it endurance. These cars are weird to drive in grid, because they are more akin to what you would normally see in a racing game. Not something that slides around like all the time, but these are somewhat planted cars. Bit weird for a game that basically made you realize that sliding around was the easier way to win races. Now it makes you think that everything needs to be exactly as it should be. Don't quite know why we couldn't have done this for the entirety of the game, but I don't know. Codemasters, I guess, or was Codemasters already behind this one? I don't know. That's race 2 done, okay. Again, clean driving. Also, it's a tiny bit slower and it would have been a nice time. More points. It's a pretty certain team victory as well. Spa, okay. And they give me top spot. How nice of them. Which means this is just already a win. Perfect. I can live with that. Like, I understand that it can be really annoying to place your player in last place all the time. It's one of those things I really don't like about some games, but it's like... there should not really be the possibility of starting in first without actually driving in the qualifying. It's a bit too easy. I mean, I have to really screw up now to actually get caught. Or there has to be massive amounts of rubber banding. Now this game does make me wonder though why people actually wanted a sequel to this, except for maybe the team building. Because everything else in this game kinda feels a bit bad. I mean, sure, for its time it's probably not a bad looking game, and there's a nice selection of cars, I guess. It's not much, but it covers the basics of like racing games. Like, the handling alone would have ruined this for me back then. I would have not played it at all, because the handling is just so bad. Like, I loved arcade racers back then. And this is bad driving for an arcade racer. That's why I don't get why every time an endurance spa is 2 laps, even though it's not really all that much of a long track. Yeah, that's another win. 3 seconds in front of second place. That was a weird voice crack. Oh, there's another one. Yorama. I have no clue where we are. But I'm in first again. Well, it's probably not going to make much of a difference where we are. Oh, it's this track. Hello. And it's another relatively short track. Okay. I mean, I guess it fits that it's now 4 races instead of 3, because we are technically in the 3rd tier. Which tells me that it's going to be at least like 5 races in global tier. Last lap, and I screwed up the braking on that completely. Parts of the song that I'm currently playing are actually reminding me a lot of Sega Touring Car, because it had a very similar sounding soundtrack. I wish I could play that on stream. It would be a really short thing to like just play after a normal game, because it's like, what, 3 minutes most. Cheesy challenge. Oh right, Bloodborne stuff. I forgot that there's chalices which are like dungeons, but like generated. So I guess you're just spending your time cheesing your way through Bloodborne now. Again, because I think you found quite a lot of ways to cheese that game. There we go. Global race permit. Allez. New sponsors: Perrin, Momo, and lastminute.com. Global League. Prototype, Pro-tuned, Drift GP, Touring Cars. And it seems to all be sponsored. Tracks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, that is pretty nice, I suppose. Yeah, I still need to finish these. Actually, that unlocked USA and Japan, which is interesting. Didn't think it would do that. Prototype tag prototype? What is this now? The fuck is this? I'll drive that at some point, but I'm just looking around at this point. Motul CCGT, so that's a Koenigsegg. Just skipping that shitty gens. Any grind that can be skipped can just be legitimately skipped. Just like, why would you even want to grind? What's this now? That's proper, like... I think in this case it's actually a slightly older prototype cars. What do we have here? The same, okay. I can somewhat afford this car, so... Oh no, I'm not going to buy that. That's the ugly ass font. We're going to wait until we can buy the Mazda for that one. Let's see, a downhill drift, pro-tuned, midnight toke, drift battle, GT2, Valvoline trophy. GT2? Oh right, we bought a spiker at some point. Drift Battle, GT1. I don't have any GT1s for this? Oh, it needs Celine, okay. Prestige, US Supercar Challenge. A US Supercar Challenge. Yeah, none of these are US supercars, but I suppose it's supercars. GT1, Pro Muscle. Well, we have a lot to do next time. And then there's these. GT1, Brembo Road GT, Open Wheel Philips World Championship, it looks like it's in F3s. Prototype Castrol Prototype Series. It shows a... oh, dude, you can actually drive this car in this series. It's a surprisingly broad category here. Pro-tuned. I do have the cars to enter that one, so that is nice. Well, technically I do have the cars for every single one of these. Because if it says new and not like a price attached to it, you can just go in there. What's the driver offers? Mackenzie in the 4th run, finish ahead of something. Nah. My team, sponsors. We have last minute. What's the lowest sponsor we currently have? Simpson and Sparko. So, last minute. Momos just pays 36,000 for just finishing the race. Okay. What else do we have? Stylo and Perrin. Yeah, I think that's okay. Let's change the branding a bit. I want to change the color to red. That's nice. Yeah, that'll look nice. Okay, well, with that I am going to end the stream. I'm not feeling all the greatest because, you know, if you have to do a 15 minutes or, like, it wasn't technically 15 minutes or something, intermission, you never know if that comes back, so yeah, I'll take a precaution. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see if we have somebody we can host. But otherwise, I thank you all for watching. I hope you had a pleasant time watching. And we'll of course continue playing this game. Because, honestly, why shouldn't I? I can at least finish it at this point. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Have a great night. Thank you, Hum. I hope I'll feel better. I've taken some precautions now. In form of pills. But yeah. Thank you all. See you next time. And goodbye.